The woman suddenly noticed the glass doors trembling uncontrollably. In the distance, birds seemed to take flight in panic, sensing something was wrong. Before anyone could figure out what was happening, tall trees began collapsing, one after another. Moments later, a massive wave, more than 10 meters high, came crashing toward them. The woman screamed for her husband, telling him to take care of the kids. The father grabbed their child and tried to run to safety, but was immediately slammed into the pool by the force of the tsunami. Their older son dove into the pool at the very last second. The woman, with nowhere to run, could only brace herself as the wave hit. The powerful surge spun her violently through the water. Luckily, fate was on her side. She managed to grab onto a large tree and hold on for dear life. By then, the entire resort had been swallowed by the tsunami. Just as she was beginning to lose hope, she saw her eldest son float past in front of her. Without thinking, she lunged toward him, but the current was too strong. Another branch pierced her chest, and the searing pain nearly made her pass out. The salt water made everything worse. Thankfully, Lucas managed to grab hold of a billboard, but the woman was once again swept away. Seeing this, Lucas let go and swam after his mother. They were lucky enough to spot a mattress floating nearby. They both swam toward it and clung to it for a brief moment of relief. But before they could climb onto it, a power pole crashed into them, tearing them apart again. The current dragged them even further. Just then, the tsunami, which had just reached the shore, suddenly surged back inward. This second wave was even more violent. Massive trees were uprooted and carried away. Lucas had no choice but to dive underwater to avoid being crushed. The violent water threw him around like a rag doll, but by some miracle, he came to and managed to grab onto a nearby power pole. He screamed for his mom, but she had fallen unconscious, caught in a pile of debris. Luckily, she heard his voice and slowly came to. They locked eyes and without hesitation, swam toward each other. This time, they held on tightly and refused to let go. The water gradually began to calm. Clinging to a large tree, they finally caught their breath. It's unclear how much time passed, but eventually the water began to recede. They stumbled into a sugarcane field, only to find that the nearby village had been completely destroyed, reduced to a field of rubble.